Dynamite, Space Ghost. I know. I didn't think anything of it either. Dynamite Entertainment is doing a good job with Thundercats, very in line with the original cartoon story arc that kicked off that very popular animated show back in the 80s. Saw Space Ghost and kind of thought, oh, that's interesting. Another little sort of like nostalgia grab. But hey, let's give it a read. Always been a fan of Space Ghost. Thought there was always some great potential there. There was a series done back in like 2005 with these amazing Alex Ross covers, and I always felt like the story itself by Joe Kelly was just sort of like too convoluted of a mess trying to deal with like an origin story and that kind of thing. And he's not in costume for like most of the first few issues, and the art is truly tremendous. If you've ever seen that book, obviously the Alex Ross covers is one thing, but then you also have the Ariel Olivetti art on the interiors. Very, very cool painted artwork and all. However, story just kind of left a little bit, you know, to be, that we want more. We want more. And I just kicked it off. They had great, great variant covers, something that could fit just everybody, little homages to some different things. Look at this great look at the old cartoon. And here's our little summary page, right? Let's get right into it. Across the vastness of space, evil flourishes in the darkness between stars. With territories spread far and wide across the Galactic Federation, pirates and hijackers have ransacked these distant colonies with cruel disregard for the innocent scientists living within them. Yet there is a cosmic vigilante who metes out justice across the spaceways, bringing vengeance to those who prey upon the defenseless. They call him the Space Ghost. There we go. David Pepose, I think is how you say his name, Pepose. Jonathan Lau, the art. Andrew Dalhouse does color. Taylor Esposito letters. Dynamite does a really good job here of just really giving you action adventure. They have a quick little origin story here with the kids and their monkey. So you get into all that. If you don't know anything about it, they're going to spell it all out for you. Uh, One issue just moves like lightning fast, where you have all this stuff with the kids before you have sort of like, this is how he shows up. And I was like, whoa, okay, I'm in now. It didn't take more than a few pages. And it's like, whoa, what are you? A ghost. And there you go, off camera with this really cool shadow. There they are in at them responding. It's just so, so good. So it's got little allusions to their stuff. I don't know. Jason, Jane are there. And they're running with Blip. And yeah, this is just really, really fun stuff. I have to be honest. It moves quick, lots of action, and it's got a lot of different type of color schemes that they use with the red alarms going off inside the spaceship. And then when you get over here, they narrowly get through, and then of course they're trapped and they're cornered. And you have the Galactic Patrol. They're not really Galactic Patrol, of course, because that would be something you would think would be in the positive. Instead, they pull off their masks, and it's like, oh look, here you go. And it's like, what should we do about the delightful pair of loose ends, Captain Brack? I think the solution here is pretty obvious, Captain Sisto. There'd be a lot less paperwork if no survivors were here at all. And of course, the ceiling and Space Ghost arrives. And it just gets so, so intense. There's a great moment where you have sort of him giving you like the homage. First off, by the way, this is like he's attacked, but he has like the shield goes up, and you get like this really great homage shot later on. Action sequences here, and then you get just stuff like this. I'm here. So I was not expecting to love this book. I wasn't expecting to want to run out and get myself like a graded variant for the wall showcase and that kind of thing. I feel very similar to the way I felt with like the Transformers, Cobra Commander, and Duke stuff. I want another book. It makes me want to buy another comic book. This is exactly what people are clamoring for. It's a good enough story. Maybe there's something that or that's familiar enough to you, or the setup and the payoffs are already there for you to want more. And that is really what the art and the medium is supposed to be doing. So kudos to everybody at Dynamite pulling together such a great team, making everybody execute in such a great way. You feel like there was such great care and fondness of the characters. Is it some sort of weird take on them or something out of character? In fact, like I said before, the 2005 series feels more out of character from the Space Ghost. And of course, Space Ghost had kind of a resurgence with the whole Cartoon Network thing that happened for a while, and some of the stuff done on those kind of channels. But Space Ghost dates back from when I was a kid, man. It was a really big deal for a while. So it's really kind of cool to see this. I really would hope that I can find other things like this. I'm going to be diving into So other indie titles, indie companies like Distillery, DSTLRY, Mad Cave, of course, has a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, if you got some stuff that you want to recommend, I just want to get into it. And this is one of those that just was a nice, pleasant surprise. So kudos to them. Love to hear from you guys. Take care. Enjoy your day. I am Pops.